That is so funny. You guys see you people you right wingers are just as bad as the Islamists and the Christians and everybody else that you think is against all against you. Where it's you're just like this guy. You see, you start talking immediately about liberals helping him. Do you understand where the word liberal comes from? Liberty, freedom. So just stop the misnomer crap. And you, why are you telling us that? Why are you want to listen to another raghead anyway? He probably calls himself a Christian. That's just as bad. They've got the whole world fooled for 2,000 years instead of only 1,400. God. And yeah, I know there's so many more Muslims. Yes, there are. Ooh, that's because you went into places where there were millions of people, and you force your women to have sex with you, and they just have babies over and over and over and over, just like the Catholics did. They did the same thing. We need to South America and everywhere else they can get into it. Even now today, they don't like people to use condoms or sex control of any kind. And all you religions, all of you, you're all a bunch of idiots. You're all just, yeah. I'm a liberal, basically. I mean, I do not want to think like you freaks do. This is not a Christian nation, all right? It's not a Muslim nation. It's not a Mormons. Oh man, what a bunch of weirdos, huh? Yeah, yeah. Well, Christians aren't any better because that's basically what Mormons are the latter day saints. Okay. It's like today now they're the new Christians with their little pajamas and everything, and nobody gets to go in their temples but them. And I mean, even the women who get treated like crap, and the whole thing started out as this guy said, I see through these storms that help me read these goofy tablets that an angel named Moroni gave me in the 19th century. And y'all still believe that crap. That's just funny as hell to me. Of course, I don't want a mosque at 9/11 site or anywhere. Neither do I want a Catholic church. Neither do I want a Baptist, Protestant, anything to do with any kind of your cults and deity worship crap. We don't want it. We're liberals, most of us, a lot of us. I'm not no, I'm not accepting of other religion. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to respect your belief. I'm not going to do it. It's stupid. I don't respect a psychotic who screams goofy crap about Jesus. We aren't asked to respect the bravery of a bank robber. We aren't asked to respect a church that or the belief of people that believe in pedophilia and the Muslims, yeah, and marrying real young. They call it what they want, but it's pedophilia. We're supposed to respect that crap? No thanks. And people who like drag their children to that same type of cult, get them indoctrinated into the same goofy Stone Age beliefs, that's child abuse. Stop it, all of you. Stop building your churches. This guy of course, he's a Muslim and he's a Islamist and he's a terrorist. Not necessarily a terrorist, but even Muhammad wanted people to use war and terror, in the name of Islam because they got to change the world because of a meteorite, of all things. Because the oceans started to rise, because of the melting of the ice caps. All these old stories about the flood it came from that. And then there's this big meteorite comes to the earth, bam, right in the middle of the Indian Ocean, causes another freaking tsunami. Just a couple thousand years later or something. And so of course they're very superstitious. They wrote whole books about it, except for the Sumerians, who were some very rational people. They spoke of Gilgamesh. You talked about how the seas started to rise. He had no reason. He didn't know why. So he had to build a boat, put a bunch of animals as much as he could, take his family and go. And they were on that water for a long time until they finally found shore because shoreline had changed. The ice caps had melted. He wrote about Sumerians, another group who talk about not, that they saw what they considered superior to them necessarily, but that they saw some beings that were not like them. And they asked them, "Who are you?" And they say, "We are the Anunnaki." Anunnaki. And they say, "Well, what is that?" And they go, "People from the star. We're from the stars." So they called them that. Had nothing to do with magic or deities or prophecies or anything. They just said it's the Anunnaki. This is what we did for them because they asked us to, and they wrote it down. Any of you, I dare you to read some of the Sumerian Sanskrit. That's all you have to do. And all the old biblical tales will come floating right out of it. Yeah. Even the Messiah myth, they have one of those too. But it wasn't them. They were talking about these people that had this myth that there's some creature came down and invisibly. You'll see if you read the Sumerian text, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll see the Orion's belt, the three stars called the three kings, the three wise ones. And when you follow them in a line, they point to the brightest star in the east. Yeah, all year long too, especially during winter solstice. Serious. And if you drive a line through that, through the belt, then through that line, it points down to the place where the sun stops on the December solstice, which is what solstice means. Still sun. And the winter solstice is from like the 20th to the 25th. Are you understand what I'm saying there? These are all things that have been known by mankind for a long time. Now, if you looked up at the sky without any light pollution, it would seem like a heaven to me if you were that superstitious. I mean, it would be so lit up with stars. The constellations didn't look like they do now, trust me. So, anyway, I just wanted to do a little video, answer this goofy guy's idea about the backer of the mosque at 9/11 and all that. So what? There's already one there. Okay? Let him build the damn thing. He wants to spend money and build it, give people jobs. Do it. He blow it up after he gets it built. you people kill me, man. You probably want a Christian nation too. And if that's the case, I got one for you. Just go ahead and follow Westboro Church, what they're doing. All their little demonstrations against the soldiers, how they're killing they want to kill all the fags and blah, 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 and all that nasty crap that they do, because they don't think like you, because you don't think like them, then you're a demon. They have the right to kill you. They do. They're right. If you actually want to follow their Bible, the King James Version, if you're a Christian, that's the freaking Christian nation you're looking for. Westboro. Go ask the Phelps. Really? They've got the answer, I'm telling you. And if you accept it, you're crazier than a loon, I gotta tell you. This stuff is too funny. All of this, you guys arguing about the guy who's backing the mosque around 9/11. Well, it's like 5 blocks away, but you know how people are. Then you got these fool Christians over here, actually realizing, the people filming them, harassing this guy. And why is he doing his prayers in the middle of the street anyway? See, that's something I would say, hey, listen, dude, you don't need to spread your delusion around here. But it would be from a point of an atheist, someone who doesn't have a delusion themselves and thinks theirs is better. That's not the point behind atheism. We want everybody to stop deluding themselves. Because that's all it is. And it really kind of puts like a noose or a big crimp on your kids, on their school. You want to teach them creationism instead of real science? They'll never make it. They won't go anywhere and do anything. Have you ever seen anybody with an Oral Roberts degree in paleontology or biology? Never. And you never will. You ever seen a science degree from Liberty College? Yeah, creation science. I always bring up religion because that's what this is about. Every problem we have is about one religion against another, one group of people that are in their own fixation against another group who are in their fixation. And they want to blame all the other religions like to blame atheists for all this. You know, even though they realize that it's actually the other religion that's not going to be. Well, I actually hurt him. I don't know, hurt him. I'm just stop. Leave the kids alone. Take the kids away from them. That's what we can do. Yeah, take the kids away. Sure. Let them cut into somebody else's penis. Church, religions. It's amazing that people even think this way to me. I don't get it. But I understand it because I know that they haven't truly read that damn Bible. And that's just the Christians. And once a real English speaking person gets the Quran translated and then the Hadith, right, they'll see they're the same vile stuff. Torah, same thing. No different. Yep. I'm out of here now. See you later. This is me, Gerald, just sort of like signing out and taking it to another level.